because I want to talk about something really, really amazing that you did for your best friend. Her best friend is Selena Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
You gave her a kidney.
Yeah.
Really? How difficult of a decision was it for you to come to that conclusion?
I didn't take it lightly. From the minute that I found out she needed it, it was all God. It was all just, I felt peace in my heart, and I felt God tell me immediately, this is something I'm going to have you do. And before we even knew we were a match, I just had the feeling because at the time I was living with her coincidentally. And then she came home one day and she couldn't open a water bottle, and she threw it and she started crying. And that's when she told me what she needed. And I just said it immediately. I said, of course I'll get tested and see if I was a match. And I felt God tell me, this is why I'm having you together right now. Yeah.
You look amazing. Look your hair. Every relationship has its ups and downs. I don't know any relationship that's perfect. I went a year recently without talking to my own mother who birthed me. So yeah, we had our stuff. What happened? I'm very private. That's between us, and I'd rather keep it between us. But like friendships, it doesn't matter. And I don't want to discourage anyone from donating because that's one of the things that really bothered me. I'm like, it's not about that. When you're giving a donation, let's say to St. Jude, you're not going to call St. Jude and be like, what did you do with my $1? You know, you gave it up and you have to do your own thing. And I had to grow and she had to grow. And some of the best relationships I know took some time apart and they came back together and they were better than ever.
Selena Gomez recently tied the knot with Benny Blanco. And while the wedding looked like a dream, the timing quickly became a hot topic online. Fans immediately noticed that the date almost perfectly matched Justin and Hailey Bieber's wedding anniversary. The buzz intensified when Selena shared her wedding photos just 3 days later, which landed exactly on Justin and Hailey's special day. That coincidence sent social media into a frenzy, with people debating whether it was just chance or a subtle nod to her past. Attention increased when Selena's cousin and close friend, Priscilla, left a comment on Justin's Instagram post. Her words made fans link Selena's new life chapter to her past relationship. Around the same time, Justin posted a photo paired with his song, I Do, which sparked more speculation. A simple celebration suddenly became a trending discussion filled with guesses and theories. Yet beneath all the noise was a deeper story about Selena's family, her personal struggles, and the long journey she had taken to reach a calmer and more stable place in life. From the moment the wedding date became known, fans couldn't stop comparing it to Justin and Hailey's anniversary. Selena's wedding photos being shared on the exact date only fueled the discussion. Every little detail, from captions to likes and timestamps, was analyzed. Some fans believed there was no deeper meaning, while others thought Selena was intentionally signaling that she had moved on. Things got even more intense when Priscilla commented. She wrote, "She's finally in a place where peace matters more than the past. Just hope people stop dragging her name and let her live her life." While her words sounded supportive, the mention of the past immediately made people think of Selena's long and public history with Justin. It reminded viewers of the emotional ups and downs she had endured over the years. For many, Priscilla's comment felt like a rare glimpse into the private struggles Selena had carried quietly. Priscilla has always been close to Selena. She has joined her at award shows, attended family gatherings, and even appeared in Selena's documentary, My Mind and Me. She has witnessed Selena experience heartbreak, recovery, and the pressure of public scrutiny. So, when she spoke out, it drew attention to the weight of those years that Selena rarely discusses. Even if unintentionally, Priscilla highlighted how much Selena had to overcome to reach the place she is now. The situation became even more complicated because of family dynamics. Fans were surprised to learn that Selena asked her grandfather to walk her down the aisle instead of her mother, Mandy Teefey. It later emerged that Selena didn't tell Mandy about her decision for about a month. This wasn't meant as a slight, but rather a reflection of Selena's gratitude toward those who had supported her during the toughest times. Her grandparents had been her anchor in dark moments, and asking her grandfather to take that role was her way of honoring that support. When this choice became public, it added another layer to the ongoing online chatter. People mixed it with the timing of her wedding, Priscilla's comments, and the comparisons to her past relationship. Fans debated endlessly about whether everything was connected or just coincidence. The reality, however, was deeply personal. Selena simply chose the people she trusted most. Her wedding became a statement about the boundaries she had set to protect her peace, even if outsiders misinterpreted it. Justin's posts also added fuel to the speculation. On the day of Selena's wedding and the following day, he uploaded 18 photos and videos, each paired with tracks from his recent albums. One of the songs was I Do, which made some fans think he was sending a message. In truth, this was just his usual habit of posting a lot of content at once, and the song wasn't aimed at anyone specifically. But because of the timing and their shared history, people immediately drew connections between the posts and Selena's wedding. This pattern is something Selena has faced for years. Even after their relationship ended, anything either of them does is often tied back to their past. Their story has been part of pop culture since they were teenagers, and fans have made a habit of comparing posts, searching for hidden meanings, and analyzing every move. Even a day meant to celebrate her new life became a moment where her past was pulled back into the spotlight. Selena's relationship with her mother adds another layer to the story. While they were close at times, there were periods of tension. Mandy was not just her mother, but also her manager, which added pressure. As a young girl, Selena struggled with her parents' separation and sometimes blamed Mandy for decisions she didn't understand. Mandy, in turn, faced the challenges of being a young parent, raising a daughter who quickly became famous. As Selena grew older and her career expanded, the strain grew. In 2014, she removed her mother and stepfather from managing her career. Publicly, she explained it as a desire for independence, but sources close to the family say it was also linked to personal issues Selena was navigating, including mental health struggles, substance use, and the ups and downs of her relationship with Justin. During these years, her grandparents became a reliable source of support. They offered comfort and stability without judgment, helping her through rehab, canceled tours, and public breakdowns. Her grandparents were there when she needed space from the spotlight. They reminded her that family support doesn't require perfection. Asking her grandfather to walk her down the aisle wasn't about pushing her mother away. It was a way to honor the people who had been a constant presence in her life when she felt most vulnerable. Even amid public scrutiny and endless speculation, Selena's choices reflect her focus on the people who have truly mattered to her. The wedding, the comments, and the online discussions only tell part of the story. At its core, this was about gratitude, healing, and building a future surrounded by trust and care. Selena's wedding became more than a celebration. It symbolized her journey, her resilience, and the private life she has worked hard to protect while navigating a world that has followed her every move for over a decade. By 2019, Selena and her mother, Mandy, started making an effort to rebuild their strained relationship. They worked on communicating more openly, trying to understand each other's perspectives, and acknowledging how Selena's mental health struggles had affected their bond. Slowly, their connection grew stronger, showing that even relationships tested by public conflict can heal when both people are willing to try. Selena's years with Justin Bieber were anything but quiet. Their relationship, full of breakups and reconciliations, played out under constant public scrutiny. Every choice, every post, and even casual moments became a topic for online discussion. Fans analyzed everything, from social media updates to stage appearances, often turning ordinary life events into dramatic stories. Selena's personal life became a source of entertainment for people who didn't truly know her, and the constant attention only made everything more challenging. During this time, Selena also faced pressure within her circle of friends. Some worried about her returning repeatedly to Justin, while others tried to protect her from harmful situations. Taylor Swift even expressed concern publicly, questioning why Selena kept going back to something that seemed to cause her pain. At the same time, there were influences in her life that encouraged unhealthy behaviors, particularly around partying. This mix of support, concern, and negative influence made it hard for Selena to navigate what was best for her. Her health added another layer of complexity. In 2017, Selena underwent a kidney transplant, an experience she spoke about with deep gratitude. Francia, her friend who donated the kidney, played a pivotal role in saving her life. Despite this, their friendship faced challenges later on. partly because Selena was still managing personal habits and emotional struggles that were difficult for both of them. This period of her life showed how interconnected her health and relationships had become. Her emotional and physical well-being were tightly linked. By the time she met Benny Blanco, Selena had gone through nearly a decade of heartbreak, public scrutiny, and personal challenges. She had learned who she could trust, who truly supported her, and who added stress to her life. Meeting Benny came after years of figuring out the kind of love and stability she wanted. Her wedding looked like something out of a fairy tale, but it wasn't without speculation. Although many details were kept private, what emerged showed careful thought behind every decision. Selena wore 4 different dresses, each reflecting a different side of her personality. Her first gown, by Ralph Lauren, had a classic old Hollywood elegance. Her ceremony dress featured intricate details, including over 300 lace flowers, hidden crystals, and a tiny embroidered heart with their initials inside. For the reception, she chose a vintage-style midi dress, and for the after-party, she switched to a sleek blazer dress. Family choices also played a significant role in the ceremony. Selena asked her grandfather, not her mother, to walk her down the aisle. This surprised many, but it carried deep personal meaning. Her grandparents had been by her side through years of stress, illness, and emotional struggles, offering her a safe, unwavering support system. Mandy was initially hurt, but later shared an Instagram post expressing how moved she felt watching Selena's grandfather accompany her toward this new chapter. The guest list included major stars: Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, Ed Sheeran, Paul Rudd, Steve Martin, and Paris Hilton were among the 300 attendees. The after-party lasted until the early morning, hosted by Snoop Dogg. Both Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran gave speeches, and people online joked about Taylor's playful comment claiming Selena beat her to getting married, which she later laughed about on a talk show. The timing of the wedding photos fueled online speculation. Selena released them 3 days after Justin and Hailey Bieber's anniversary, prompting endless theories. Some noticed Justin posting his song I Do on the same day and assumed it was a message. In reality, he had uploaded nearly 20 posts over 2 days, each paired with different songs, following his usual pattern of frequent content sharing. Yet, due to their shared history, fans quickly drew connections that weren't really there. After everything Selena had gone through, breakups, fan pressure, tense friendships, health challenges, and family struggles, her marriage marked a turning point. Between 2020 and 2025, she spent time living with her maternal grandparents, creating a quiet, stable environment. These years were critical for her healing. She finally had the space to reflect, work through old wounds, and decide what she wanted for her future. Choosing her grandfather for the ceremony wasn't only symbolic, it was a testament to her appreciation for the people who stayed patient while she rebuilt her life. Mandy eventually accepted the decision, recognizing the growth Selena had achieved. This helped strengthen their relationship, creating more understanding and fewer expectations. Selena's wedding was more than a glamorous event. It symbolized stepping into a new life. For once, she wasn't defined by her past relationships, falling outs with friends, or online opinions. She was focusing entirely on her happiness. Every element, her dresses, her guest list, her family choices, reflected the person she had become after years of effort and reflection. Even when online discussions tried to link her celebration to Justin and Hailey, the truth was that Selena had moved on. She wasn't reacting to her past anymore. She was creating new memories and focusing on her own story. Her journey highlights how challenging growing up in the spotlight can be. She endured pressures most people would struggle to handle, yet managed to fight her way toward peace. Her story serves as a reminder that healing is possible, even under constant scrutiny. Finding the right people, choosing a calm environment, and having the courage to step away from harmful situations are key to rebuilding life. Selena's marriage to Benny Blanco isn't just a celebrity headline. It's the result of years of introspection, reflection, and deliberate choices. She learned from her past instead of letting it control her. Now, she can write new chapters filled with love, stability, and the peace she has worked so hard to achieve.